You're charged with robbery. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Fast money, not good. You know, sometimes when you get fast money, you don't even know where you spent it. And you're gonna have to ask yourself, the money that you took, is that worth? Court is calling 2025 CR 009537 State versus Gerald Harper. There are no applications. Could I have parties announced?
State?
Tim Molina for Mr. Harper.
And are you Mr. Harper?
No.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Harper, Mr. Harper, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Harper, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? You're charged with robbery. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. That you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes,
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
yes.
Mr. Harper, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There are no applications. This will run concurrent with Harris County cases. Did you understand that for your plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
There you are.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Yes.
State any evidence.
Your Honor, she offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection.
All right, and state, have you spoken with the complainant?
I believe so.
All right, thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Sure.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
If the court had any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them, but we would just ask the court to follow the plea agreement.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with Harris County cases. There's to be no contact with John Vasquez. Kiara, K-I-A-R-A, Janae, J-A-N-A-E, Long, James Levi Smith, Davion Dwayne Randall. And there's to be no residing in households with minors. And no unsupervised contact with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, fast money, not good. You know, sometimes when you get fast money, you don't even know where you spent it. And you're gonna have to ask yourself, the money that you took, is that worth 5 years of your life? You understand? All right, good luck. to you.
Gerald Harper appeared
All right,
before
who's next?
Judge Stephanie Boyd to plead guilty to robbery, a second-degree felony with a punishment range of 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. The proceeding moved through the standard plea colloquy. Harper affirmed he understood his rights, the charges against him, and the consequences of his plea, including deportation warnings for non-citizens. The state recommended a sentence of 5 years in prison, running concurrent with Harris County cases. Judge Boyd accepted the plea, finding Harper guilty based on the evidence presented. But the sentence came with significant conditions: no contact with 6 named victims: John Vasquez, P.R. Janae Long, James Levi Smith, Devon Dwayne Randall, and strict restrictions regarding children. Harper was ordered to have no residence in households with minors and no unsupervised contact with minors whatsoever. Then came the moment that will stay with Harper long after he leaves the courtroom. Leaning forward, Judge Boyd delivered a simple but profound message. Fast money, not good. You know, sometimes when you get fast money, you don't even know where you spend it. And you're going to have to ask yourself, the money that you took, is that worth 5 years of your life? It was a question designed to force reflection, a reminder that in the pursuit of quick cash, Harper traded half a decade of his freedom. As he was led away, the weight of her words hung in the air. Some debts can't be paid with money.